And welcome back to the channel. This is Brian, the introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell it's sample. Now today we're gonna be checking out Lettery.app, and to keep things transparent, I've been with Lettery for a while now. I picked them up while they was on AppSumo. They're no longer on AppSumo. They're doing their own thing right now, and today, as of November 16th, 2025, they're having a huge Black Friday deal. Let's see what the deal is talking about. So you get access to all pro features, unlimited access to all Lettery features, including unlimited recordings. And right now they're charging about $69.87. And the thing about Lettery, fam, it don't matter if you got Android, it don't matter if you got Mac, it don't matter if you just using your browser or iOS. They got you covered. So if you're using Windows, you can check it out in the browser. Using Chromium or something, you can check it out on the web, the browser. You got a Mac, you can download the Mac application, right? You got an Android device, you can download it. You got iOS, like I do, you could download it. But today we're going to be just going over the sales page and the web application, and we're going to show you what Lettery is and what its actual use case is and how it could possibly be useful to you. So you see they got the demo here, and that's the one thing I like about any of these particular SaaS products, is that they give you the option to sign up, check it out. It don't cost you anything, or you can try it out on your own, and you don't have to actually invest your email. You don't have to invest with your credit card, your debit card. You can try it out. So here we have the try a free demo without signing up, and you can see it says don't know what to say, try speaking. It says speak for 20 seconds for the best experience. Let's see. So we can just go ahead and hit this, and we'll just allow. I want you to write a blog post about affiliate marketing in 2025 and all the caveats that come with it. In fact, I would also like for you to cover the history of affiliate marketing, going from its inception all the way up to current times, covering everything that it's been through, how it's evolved, and where things currently stand today. Now mind you, this is a note-taking application, so I just gave it instructions as if I wanted it to write something, but it's a note-taking application, and it takes notes for you. So basically your loose ideas, you give it to Letterly, and it will do it for you. So here you can see we have our blog post, and it did this with just my instructions, and I don't expect it to be outstanding because it's not connected to any internet, any sources, but pretty much you talk to it and it'll be able to generate content for you, right? So we can copy this, we can change the style, and I'm going to show you the different rewrite styles in Pro. You can make it significantly, slightly, you can make it structured, and I'm just showing you this on a demo page. This is what you get to try for free before you even go into the web app, right? So that's structured, and then we could go back to default, and if you want to continue, we can go to slightly, and it'll give us a slightly, and we could just go from time over to each different tab, right? And then what's the last example we have? We have significantly. So pretty much it took my loose idea, which was pretty much just a request to write a blog article or content on affiliate marketing. So that's why you see it's here, but in the default it actually generated the content. But really it's a note-taking application. So let's continue to explore the sales page. So Letterly isn't just a transcription tool. You simply speak your unstructured thoughts into the app, and in seconds you get polished text you can use right away. Your voice, the magic happens, and you get amazing text. Anything from note-taking to communication to content creation to journaling. Use rewrite options, structured text, X post, or formal email, friendly message, to-do list, or create your own rewrite option. Whatever you want to do, you can do it using Letterly. 90 different languages, different actions, screen off recording, record on the go with the screen off, offline recording. If you don't want it connected to the internet, you can do that. You could sync. So whatever I'm using in the web application, once I pop it up in the Mac OS, it'll sync right there because it's connected to the same account. And you can use dark and light modes, and of course the translation. Here's some of the users, some from Google Play, some from iOS, some from X, and some even from Product Hunt. So with that being said, we can also download the Mac application, and I might as well do that since I'm on the Mac. And I can show you how it looks on the Mac. I'm already going to show you how it looks on the actual web application. So I'll pause and I'll download that so I can show you how it looks on the Mac. And I think also in this video I'll stitch in how it looks on the iOS. My Android phone isn't working right now, otherwise I will show you how it looks there, but I'll show you how it looks on the web application, and I'll show you how it looks on the Mac, and I'll show you how it looks on the actual iPhone. So stand by, fam. Alright fam, so we back. Here's the web application, and we'll swipe over on the Mac. And here is the actual iOS, or rather the Mac OS. You see Letterly right here. So I'm tapped into both. Doesn't really matter which one I use. It's going to carry over. You see the same thing is there. Those same two files that I got from December and October is right here in the web application. Right, simple. Right, so we can go ahead and check out the settings. You can see that I am a lifetime member. We have the options for light, dark, the interface is auto because we're in the browser. Here's the languages that we have for Letterly. For the settings, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, and Thai. Hope I said that correct. Thai. And of course the speaker's language. So the speaker's languages, it has a variety of languages that it can actually understand. But in terms of the settings within the Letterly application, you saw those options that it had available there. And I keep it on auto detect, which actually makes sense. And you can also assign tags if you want to organize your ideas or whatever it is you want to do. And of course they have the change log, and the last log they logged was August 13th, 2025, and that allowed you to upload audio. So we're actually going to test out that feature, and here's just some of the things that you can do. Rewrite a rewritten text, sort your notes. So it's been pretty much consistently getting upgrades, or rather updates. They even have an audio player. And of course you can go ahead and check out the actual log on the web page. So 90 minutes long, and that came out on May 28th. You can now make recordings up to 90 minutes long, perfect for meetings, lectures, or long deep thinking sessions with Letterly, whatever you want to do. And I know I'm not going to be able to give the best examples of what you can do. This is just more so just exploring the features, but this really is an application for like note taking, putting your ideas out there, and Letterly will organize it, and it'll keep it stored for you within the actual application. And of course, within here, you see everything in the settings, and we're good to go. Now here is the actual button we'll press to record something. I'm not sure what I'll record. Maybe I'll just record a random thought, and we'll just explore the actual functions within Letterly and see what it does. And we'll allow while visiting the website. So my name is Brian, the introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell, it's simple. Affiliate marketing in 2025 has been quite a journey for me. I would say it's been a learning experience. Sometimes difficult, sometimes easy, but it's always been an experience and I've been enjoying it. And I must say that I really love this affiliate marketing stuff, helping people find products and services that may be genuinely beneficial to them and their business, and just overall enhance their quality of life. Simple. So that is just me speaking off the cuff, and it got my name wrong. Spelled it with a Y, but that's no problem. And here's some custom prompts that I put in there. AI no detection, human blog posts, and things like that, but we're not here for that. We already tested out the magic, which allows the AI to determine the best way to write. We've seen slightly, significantly, we've seen structured. So let's just go ahead and test out these features here and you can see what it does. So we'll hit the shortener and it's going to shorten the text. We can make a list, even though it's really not much to list. It can create a X post. And that's rewriting is in progress. Create a new note or come back later. Okay. And of course we can always go back and forth, or even, can we click up here? No, we can go back and forth. And we can go back to the original. And we can actually go to X thread and see what it does with the X thread. You can see it has a bunch of different options, and here's the thread. It just took my loose idea and just made this thread. Alright, and then we can go ahead, we can make that a Facebook post. That's simple, right? We can make it a LinkedIn post. We can also make it a video script, somehow it's going to be able to do that. So we'll see what it does with that. That should be interesting. And it creates a video script. It can create a short video script. I'm just showing you the features. I'll show you rather each different function. And here is the short script. It even comes with each scene and how long each scene should be. And of course we have the newsletter option, and you can see it keeps track of everything here. That's the newsletter option, and then we have the outline, which creates a structured outline with headings for future text. And we have the journal entry, which really is what I felt like it was, more like an audio journal. Then we have the gratitude journal. And then we have casual email. Maybe this will present it like I'm introducing myself. And that's what it seemed to have done in this example casual email. And then we have the formal email. Let's see how it will change up the tone. They did a bang up job right there. And then we have the short summary. We still got some more to go through. And then we have the detailed summary. And meeting takeaways, as if it was a meeting. Maybe it was at a meeting, just saying the same things. So pretty much the information that you give laterally, the more information you're able to give it, the better the AI will be able to take what it's given and execute specific function that you're asking it to do. Now, as to give meeting takeaways when I haven't really given it like anything to kind of bounce off of. I think it did a good job here. course, we have the writing styles from business. It has formal, which we already seen before, formal email, but this is the formal writing. We have casual writing. We have friendly writing. And we have clear, concise, to the point, and eliminating unnecessary words. That's how we use it, so it's the funny and lighthearted. I don't know why it's like staring at me, but okay, that's fine. We have friendly and warm. We have sensitive and professional. So one thing you don't know these days, some of my notes, you can create new. You can give it a specific icon, which you don't really give it too many choose click. Choose the icon, you give it a name, and then if you have a custom prompt, you can go ahead and put it in here, and the AI can take prompt and generate content. So here's one I did a long time ago. You can just go ahead and take a look at the prompt. Here's the prompt for the blog post. And we can just go ahead and use it to do a human blog post. And see what it's able to do with that. And of course, we can also play the audio, which I definitely want to show you that it did keep track of the audio that it saved there. So we can always go back and listen to the audio if we need to. It is saved. So here is the blog post, and it was able to take that little bit of content and generate an entire blog post based on the custom prompt that I've given it there. So once again, based on the content you give it, and also the prompt that it uses to generate the content, it can be hit or miss. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. And of course, I want to explore some of these here, but first, I'll let you know. So, my name is Brian, the introverted so the audio is automatically saved, and we have actions right here. So this is a beta feature that I actually didn't see when I first purchased, literally when it was on AppSumo. So you can actually connect it with Zapier or any webhooks to set up your notes to be sent to any application. So for all my folks that use Zapier or webhooks, this is definitely something to keep in mind. Of course, we can save the audio, we can delete this rewrite, and we can delete this note if we choose, right? We can translate to any of these languages that we want. Let's just say we want to translate it into Spanish. Where is Spanish? Right here, Espanol. And the AI will take our human blog post and translate into Spanish. And here's our human blog post written in Spanish. So you can do a bunch of things within the literary application. Of course, you have tags, whatever you want. You can add a name, testing out, right? And there you go. You can see that it's testing out. We can just delete the archive, and it's this actual note here itself. With all of these will be associated with this tag, testing out. Now, just want to show you, we're going to slide over, that everything is synced, right? Everything is synced in the actual macOS application. And we actually have this little rewrite button right here. We can go see the original text, right? Which doesn't seem to be popping up there. This is the current version. Seems like there might be a bug right there. And these 3 dots right here is actually where some of the dots on the web application was made available. On the Mac OS. They appear right here. And we can actually rewrite if we want. Here it goes. It just popped up right there. And that looks like for if we want to add something from our notes, our messages. Basically, it seems like, oh, maybe send this out as a message or into the notes, so you can do that. And this right here, our tags. But we're not here to focus on the Mac OS application. Just wanted to show you that everything does carry over. And you will see me stitching into this video the actual iOS and how it looks on there. So that is that. The next thing I want to show you, and probably the last thing I want to show you, is the actual ability to upload audio and allow it to transcribe. Even though pretty much it took my own voice and pretty much transcribed it. So that it seems kind of redundant, but I do want to show you that you can actually upload. You can actually type if you want, but the whole point of Letterly is being able to use your voice to pretty much have it be transcribed for you, and that way you can use the custom prompts to take that content that you gave with your voice or the recording, and Letterly will transform it. But just want to show you that you can type things if you want. That's up to you. And of course it has the rewrite function right there. Everything is right there for you as you need it. But I am looking for the ability to upload. So I do want to find that for you. So let me just pause this so I can find that for you, and then we'll wrap up the video. Fam, after looking, I did not see where I could upload the audio to the computer. I checked the settings. There was nothing there. This is simply just to record, and that is if I want to write a new note. I went back to the changelog, and I do see that you can upload audio on the iOS app. So it says if you already have an audio file you want to transcribe in Letterly, there are 2 ways to do it. You can tap this on the main screen and choose upload audio, or in another app where you have the audio, find the share option and send it to Letterly. So it says find the share option and send it to Letterly. I don't see where you can do that in the web app. Let me go over to the iOS app. It doesn't seem to give me that option here either, so I'm a bit confused about that. So as of right now, it doesn't seem like you can upload audio, at least on the web application, which is kind of a bummer, I gotta say. I'm curious as to why you wouldn't be able to do that, but as of right now I don't see a way to do that. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it on the Mac OS, because it does say you can do it on the actual iPhone application. So just stand by, fam. Let me figure that out, and then I'll get right back with you. Alright, fam, I know you're wondering why I'm on the iPhone, or rather why the video just ended and went straight to the iPhone. I accidentally ended the recording, but the show must go on, the video must go on. So we're here on the iPhone, and as you can see right here, the testing out tag is there because everything carried over from the web application where we started over into the Mac OS, and now we're in the iPhone, and you can see everything is here, and we can just swipe and everything is still available to us, fam. Simple. But I did want to show you that you can actually upload from the iPhone the audio. I couldn't figure out how to do it on the Mac in the web application, but we just hit this button right here and we can upload audio. That's the main feature I wanted to show. And we got this text audio right here that I've recorded on the iPhone. And it's asking if I want to organize text by speaker. And I'm just going to put it as one text because I was the speaker. We wasn't using multiple speakers. And if you notice, in the web application and also in the Mac OS, it asks you if it's going to be multiple speakers. And since it's just me, I left it unchecked. So let's go with as one text. It's going to go ahead and do its thing. And I think I'm just going to end the video right here once it transcribes. And boom. It was able to just take that audio, which you've seen that on the web application when I was speaking, it was able to transcribe. So the feature was already there, but what we wanted to test out is if we could upload an actual audio file. And even though we couldn't do it in the web, in the Mac OS, if you have a phone, I don't have the Android to test that out, but chances are with the Android, you can upload audio and it'll be able to just do its thing. As you can see right here, you hit the play. Well, the audio is not playing in the phone for some reason. But that's fine. I know the audio is there because it did transcribe. And this is what I was saying in the actual audio. But I think I'm going to end the video right here. Let me know what your thoughts are on lettering. I think it's great for voice notes or anything of that sort. If you have meeting notes and you want to upload it and just keep it organized or have it organized in a different way or expressed in a different way, Lettery does all that for you. It really is like a customized version of ChatGPT for you. And I think it's pretty awesome. It definitely gets 2 thumbs up for me, especially if you're someone that speaks things off the cuff. You like to keep a lot of voice memos and things like that. Lettery is definitely a tool to consider. There'll be a link in the description below to check it out. I am an affiliate, so if you make a purchase through the link, I do get a small commission. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video right here. This is Brian, the introverted marketer. It ain't hard to tell. It's simple.